What's up guys, Ghost here, and today I wanted to bring you guys a short little guide on some of the add-ons I've been using in WoW Classic. So the first thing I would recommend doing is going ahead and downloading the Twitch client, which even if you don't watch Twitch, you can watch Twitch on here. Even if you're not interested in Twitch streams at all, I would recommend having it just to update your add-ons for World of Warcraft. So what you do is you go ahead and select the mod tab at the top here, click on World of Warcraft. Now for you, it probably won't show anything here, and if you haven't added your game yet, you'll have to search for it. So if you click the cog there, click add a game, all you need to do is locate the game where you've installed it, World of Warcraft, and probably if you're installing this for Classic, then you just click Classic, select folder, and it should pop up. If you have Retail installed as well, you can switch between the two with a drop-down menu up here. And then all you do if you want to get a new add-on is you click Get More Add-ons, search for whichever you want. Obviously it pops up with some popular ones here and some new releases. And then you just simply, if I wanted to get Recount, I would click there, click Install, and it would then appear in my list of add-ons. Now the thing that makes this so great is when you're updating your add-ons, all you have to do is click on the update button, or I can simply go up here and I can click on update all and it will just do it completely automated. Now let's say you for some reason don't want to use the Twitch client, that's fine. You can also do things manually. So let's say you want to go and install Questi. We can Google that. We find it over on CurseForge. It's just the top link there. Click on that. And I have an install button here, but that uses the Twitch client. So you will click download. It will download into a zipped file, most likely. So there we go, we've got it downloaded now. If you open that up, you'll see a folder, and what you need to do is extract this folder into your interface folder. So you're going to go open up your hard drive where you have your game, World of Warcraft, Classic, Interface, and into the add-on folder, and that is where it's going to be installed. But bear in mind, every time you want to update the add-on, you're going to have to go in here, delete that folder, download the new version, and extract it into here again. Believe me guys, it will save you a lot of time just grabbing the Twitch client. Okay, so with that said, let's just go quickly down this list and I'll show you guys what these add-ons actually do and why they are definitely worth your time. So the first add-on here is a quality of life one, it's vendor price. What this will do in the game is simply show you how much you can sell something for when you mouse over it. That's pretty handy. Next up we have Atlas Loot Classic. You'll get a little button here once you've installed this around your minimap, and if you click on there you'll basically have drop down menus telling you what you can get from dungeons and raids and crafting, etc. So if we go and select Gnomeregon here, you can then select the various bosses and see just what the drops are and if they're worth your time or not. The next one, and actually my absolute favourite one of the bunch, is Leatrix Plus. So again, you'll get another little button around the minimap. And what this is essentially a load of quality of life improvements. So there are lots of things you can accept. I only use a few of them, but you might use more than I do. So for just as an example here, for vendors, you can select so it will sell junk automatically. A lot of the time in Classic, you don't know the difference between some meat that can be used for cooking and something that's simply junk. So this will sell anything that is junk that is not going to benefit you in any way automatically, but it will leave things that can be used for cooking recipes and quest items in your bags. Again, repair automatically. Depending on how much silver you're trying to save up, you might want to uncheck this. I have it checked because most of the time I'm repairing, but if you're very low level, I would actually not recommend having this on because your gear will not have any stats anyway, and therefore the armor won't really be benefiting you. Unless, of course, you are playing a melee class. So as I say, there are lots of things that you can look into here and lots of things you may decide to put on. The other one that I love is faster auto loot. This, I don't exactly know how it does it, but it increases the loot time, or rather decreases the loot time, sorry, astronomically. You can loot 4 mobs super quickly, and obviously in Classic WoW you have to loot each mob. You don't loot them automatically all at the same time, so that's a big one for me. And then the max camera zoom, just to show you guys, I think this is probably something what the max camera zoom in regular World of Warcraft is like, but with the Leatrix add-on you can go all the way up to here. So this is max at the moment. This is a massive help, especially for me playing as a mage, AoEing mobs. You don't want anyone creeping up behind you, but as you guys can see, I can see fairly well behind me there as well. So definitely go and grab Leatrix, guys. Bartender is an optional one. I actually have this disabled at the moment because I didn't feel the need to mess around with my bars and reposition them, but if you guys want a bar add-on that you can do that with, I would recommend grabbing Bartender. Next we have Bigwig's boss mods. I'm sure most of you who have played retail or classic at any point are familiar with this mod. Some people use deadly boss mods, that's absolutely fine, either one of these works great. And then we also have Little Wigs, which is essentially the same thing, only it's for dungeons instead of raids. Just to show you guys quickly here what you can do, we right click the button there, and you can go ahead and create a load of test bars, and it will sort of show you some of the things you can expect that will pop up. These are basically timers for the raid boss or the dungeon boss, whatever it may be, and once they go off you'll get some warnings, some flashes, and it will essentially help you not to die. Next up we have Questi. This one, again, a very big one for leveling up. So I'll show you what it does if we go on the map here. First of all, you can see I have a couple of quests, so anything with a sword symbol on it is a kill quest. So for this one I have to kill 10 Daggerspine Shore Hunters and 10 Daggerspine Sirens. Those are the spawns that I can find them at, so I know instantly where to go without having to really read the quest text. These ones with the little bag are anything that you have to loot from a mob. And it will also show you, if I zoom out here, places you can turn in quests, where you can get new quests, what level the quest is for, etc. It is an absolute lifesaver. Next we have Details, which is a damage meter. Obviously this is personal preference, you don't need a damage meter, but it says something about how you're doing compared to your peers, so I would say if you are a DPS at least, it is worth having. So Omni CC, a small add-on, but pretty nice. If I go ahead here and cast Frost Nova, instead of getting the radial cooldown there, it actually will give me a numerical number showing exactly how many seconds are left. So this will work for your spells, it will work for cooldowns on items, potions, food, etc. Anything you want really. You don't have to customize it, you install it and it just does that. So that one's worth having in my opinion. TomTom, that is for your coordinates. It will show coordinates for the position of your player and also the position of your cursor. This is useful if you want to look up any quests on Wowhead and somebody has posted a comment with the exact coordinates. It can help out here. You do have Questi, but there are times where even Questi can get it wrong. These items are not updated in real time. They're just programmed in. So if I go to this exact location, this is where one of the Yetis will spawn, but it may be dead, it may not be there. So it's worth having TomTom as well. Bagnon is basically something that will just consolidate all of your bags and your backpack together into one nice grid, so you don't have to constantly do Shift B to open them all at once. And then lastly we have Weakauras. Now I'm not actually using any Weakauras, but what I'll do is I'll put some footage over the top here showing the way I use them in the retail game, just in case you don't know what Weakauras are. Now it is possible to use them in World of Warcraft Classic as well. I just don't really think that I need them yet as a mage. You guys will probably notice that specs in Classic are much more simpler to play than they are in retail, so I'm pretty much just spamming Frostbolt or spamming Fireball, and then there are a couple of abilities that have cooldowns, which I suppose I could track with a Weakaura, but they have quite long cooldowns, so for me it's not really necessary, but might be useful for some boss warnings and things like that once you get into raids. So that is it for this one, guys. Hope it helped you out. I know most of you know what these add-ons are, you know, you guys who've been playing retail, you'll be used to using add-ons, but I'm also aware that a lot of people are going to be coming back from Classic who don't play retail and aren't really in the loop with this kind of thing. So I just wanted to make this quick guide to help out those people. Thank you very much for watching, guys. Hope you found this one useful, and I'll see you next time.